Hello and welcome to Scotland Study Centre, Academic and Business Training Centre in Edinburgh, Scotland. I am Anne MacDonald and today with me you will learn how to use the second conditional, even if it did. SSC students are discussing capital punishment. Anne says capital punishment doesn't prevent crime. Student 1 says life in prison is pretty much the same as capital punishment. Anne asks the students what do they think. Student 2 says, but even if it does, we shouldn't do it because it's murdering another human being. I don't think it does, but even if it does, it's still murdering another human being. Watch the video.
Studies and capital punishment doesn't stop.
Capital punishment or 100 years in prison is pretty much the same.
I don't know, which we
Doesn't.
Even if it does, we shouldn't do it because it's still murdering another human being. Even if it, I think it doesn't. But even if it does, it does prevent.
Even if it did.
It did, yeah.
Even if it was the same.
But
Grammar note. The second conditional. Student 2 said, even if it does, I don't think it does, but even if it does. He should have said, even if it did, I don't think it does, but even if it did. An unreal situation. The student doesn't believe that capital punishment prevents crime. He is therefore talking about an unreal situation. For an unreal situation, you use the second conditional, even if it did. Note, the second conditional takes the past tense form did, not the present form does. Practice and opinion. Evidence suggests that capital punishment does not prevent crime. As a result, capital punishment was abolished in the UK in December 1969. If there was evidence to suggest that capital punishment did prevent crime, do you think that it should be reintroduced to the UK? There are different opinions. Speaker viewpoint 1. Yes, if there is evidence that capital punishment stops crime, it should be reintroduced to the UK. Grammar note. Here, both the past form stopped and the present form stops can be used. The difference depends on speaker viewpoint. Use of the past tense suggests that the speaker doesn't believe that capital punishment stops crime. Use of the present tense suggests that the speaker believes that capital punishment stops crime. Speaker viewpoint 2. No, even if there was evidence that capital punishment stops crime, it shouldn't be reintroduced to the UK. Grammar note. Both the past form stopped and the present form stops can be used. Again, the difference depends on speaker viewpoint. Use of the past tense suggests that the speaker doesn't believe that capital punishment stops crime. Use of the present tense suggests that the speaker possibly believes that capital punishment stops crime. However, since this speaker does not support capital punishment, it's more likely that he or she does not believe that it stops crime. So, she or he would probably use stopped, the past tense. So today you have learned how to use the second conditional, even if it did, with me, Anne MacDonald, at Scotland Study Centre, Academic and Business Training Centre, 29 Nicholson Square, Edinburgh, Scotland. Thank you and hope to see you next time.